space is somewhat limited, so if we can just try to make sure everybody can fit in and they're not standing on top of each other. Do we have all the parties, all the defendants? For the purpose of the record, your client's name?
It's Emmett Martin.
And I see Mr. Stengel.
Good morning, Your Honor. Demetrius Haley is my client. He's present in the courtroom. Wait formal reading of the indictment. Enter a not guilty plea and ask for a second.
The court, a plea of not guilty.
Mr. Summers, I see you back there.
Yes, Your Honor. On behalf of my client, Justin Smith, Charles Summers, we entered wait formal reading of the indictment and a plea of not guilty on behalf of Mr. Smith.
Mr. Bowell.
Morning, Judge. On behalf of Mr. Mills, we wait formal reading of the indictment. Enter a not guilty plea.
Understand that despite everyone's best effort, this case may take some time. Your attorneys are going to be receiving the discovery. Depending on how voluminous the discovery is, it may take some time for the state to collect it all, to turn it over to your attorneys, and I will not allow any behavior that could jeopardize that right. So with that being said, we thank you all for being present. State, understanding that there may be some discovery that needs to be collected, we are going to continue this case out a little bit further to make sure that the discovery is concluded. We'll see you back here May 1st on that day, and we will now excuse the defendants and their defense counsel. We're asking everyone else in the courtroom to remain in the courtroom and remain seated until you're excused. Mr. Hagman? Before they leave, I did want to acknowledge the family being present. We do appreciate you all being present. Thank you for being here. We'll see you back here on May 1st.
I've gotten the pleasure to meet the Nichols family. They're heartbroken, and obviously it's a terrible thing. They lost their son. They love their son. They still love their son, and they're good people. I got to spend some time with them this morning, and after I leave y'all, I'll be with them some more. I couldn't be more impressed by the mom and the dad and the patience and the understanding they have with us and the statements they've made out to the public that it's important that Tyre is honored in a peaceful way and in the right way, and great people.
Let's not forget that my client is a black man in a courtroom in America. This is a country where black people are incarcerated at 5 times the rate of white people. A country where black people are 7.5 times more likely to be wrongfully convicted of murder than white people. Much has been said about the ways that the system has failed Mr. Nichols. I will work tirelessly to make sure that the system does not fail Mr. Mills and that a fair outcome is achieved. I want to remind everyone that the resolution of this indictment, to which Mr. Mills has pled not guilty, must be carried out without sympathy or prejudice, that it must be based on the facts and the law and not the raw emotions that our country is currently experiencing. Justice for Mr. Nichols will not be achieved at the expense of justice for Mr. Mills.
I know my son is gone. I know I'll never see him again. But we have to start this process of justice right now. And I want each and every one of those police officers to be able to look me in the face. They haven't done that yet. They couldn't even do that today. They didn't even have the courage to look at me in my face after what they did to my son. So they're gonna see me at every court date, everyone.
Exactly.
And until we get justice for my son.